With me is Deputy Chief Constable Chris Weigh. We as Dutch Police have been visiting Lancashire Police for the last 2 days, and we came here to look what you have done with POP. And can you tell me what the key elements are, why it's so successful implemented in Lancashire?
Yeah, it's a pleasure to. I mean, problem solving has been a big part of Lancashire's history for a number of years now, and we often say it's in our DNA because it's something that we introduced right from the start of a recruit's arrival in the police force. So we would say problem solving is embedded for years. Problem solving is taught to recruits right through to the Chief Constable. We talk about problem solving. So it's about a strategic focus and a tactical focus on problem solving, which is very much the way that we push problem solving. We do problem solving with partners as well as internally. We also think that it's very important to spread problem solving away from just the uniform operations, neighbourhood policing, community problems. It's more than antisocial behaviour, it's about a whole culture for this police force. So detectives would typically be involved in problem solving, and that would be problem solving very serious crime, regional criminal gangs, firearms, importation of drugs, people trafficking. All of these are tackled in a problem solving way before we embark on an investigation against a criminal gang. At that level, we would be very clear about the problem that we're trying to solve, and then we'd make an assessment as to what is it we need to do to solve the problem. Do we need to put someone in prison, or do we need to disrupt the gang, and then how's the best way to do that? So you can see the mindset around problem solving is even at that level, and then bringing that down to more lower level criminality, right down to the housing estates, the antisocial behaviour, the blights people's communities and where they live. Local officers will be problem solving with partners, local councils, housing corporations, other criminal justice partners, probation service, prosecutors department. All of this is around problem solving. One thing that we do as well is we talk about the problems of some of our most vulnerable families in Lancashire. So a focus typically on the top 20 families in an area who've got lots of needs for lots of public service. So one day it's the police, the next day it's the probation, then it's the children in problems, it's the school. And if we look at numbers of families and focus our problem solving in a multi-agency way around people and families particularly, we think there's a big impact there on the whole of the public sector, not just the police. So we come at problem solving from a number of different levels, from the very top to the very bottom. In terms of the ingredients as to why it's so successful, well, we talk about it a lot. We recognise its value and its contribution to policing. We reward and recognise our staff who are good at it. We enter competitions, we have conferences, we have visits like yourselves. We're regarded as a force that does problem solving quite well. We've won quite a few awards, international awards, the Goldstein Award, and we allow our officers and staff to travel to other places to visit people who are good at problem solving and to present their problem solving initiatives to others as well. So there's a definite element of reward and recognising people who are good at it. Also senior officers, I chair the steering group in the force that steers the POP approach through the force, with middle ranking police officers and police staff from across the force who come to a meeting, and that's about making sure problem solving is alive and well. And I look at initiatives that are underway. We have local competitions that feed into force competitions, and then the Chief Constable gives awards and things. So there's a lot of things going on around problem solving.
Yeah. How do you see the role of leadership with implementing
Well,
POP?
it's absolutely crucial, isn't it, the leadership? In many ways, it's just like implementing anything else in any organisation. You've got to make sure it isn't just rhetoric, that it's real. So at the most strategic level, there was a plan for implementing problem solving. I must talk about it. Leaders must be seen to be endorsing problem solving. It features on our strategic documents. all our leaders are judged on their problem solving. It's in everybody's staff appraisal, the annual appraisal that every member of staff has. Somewhere in there will be problem solving initiatives, leadership of problem solving. So we judge each other on our ability to keep the initiative alive. And the leadership is crucial, because without our leaders, these things die, don't they? So we focus very much on it.
Yeah.
And the fact
we
that
can see that you live and breathe
we
it.
do, yeah. And the fact that the Deputy Chief Constable is the champion for problem solving, I mean, I'm given that title in the force in order to give the endorsement at the senior level that this is important. Yeah. I open the conferences and chair the conferences, chair the steering group, and sit on problem solving partnership groups as well with other agencies. So that's how we do it. Yeah.
And you've been working with Paul for quite a while now.
We have, years and years.
Yes.
Yeah.
How did you get that?
Well, I think we sort of recognised that innovation in policing was important, and we were always and are always a force that's looking to innovate and to find solutions to problems that we can't make go away any other way. Problem solving came on the scene probably 10 years ago, I would imagine, somewhere like that, and it was talked about in policing, and we've got a history of being quite good at implementing things in Lancashire. We think we're a can-do organisation. We found problem solving, we looked at it, we liked the look of it, we thought this is a solution to a policing problem, and why not try? So we did, and we went at it in a very serious way, and we've ended up where we are. A very successful organisation. You know, we are regarded in the UK as one of the best police forces. We are ranked by the inspectorate body very highly, and for the last 3, 4, 5 years we've been regarded as in the top 3 or 4 of police forces, so we're very proud of that. But I think there's another dimension for problem solving now, which is, you know, the question, why bother? Well, we bother because it makes a difference to the public, principally. It's about making quality of life improvements for people, and it's a good way to tackle crime, it's a good way to tackle antisocial behaviour. There's a culture around sustainable solutions to problems rather than repeats and repeats all the time. But I think more recently there's a financial reason to do this as well, because we're all facing financial problems. It'll be no different for you, and I think the ability to be able to manage our demand so that we can't just keep returning back all the time to the same old problems. We're all facing the need to take cost out of parts of police forces. We're no different. So we focus very much on repeats and repeat callers. We're also very keen to focus on the quality of the service that we provide to the public. We call them customers at times, because we think customer service is equally applicable to the police as it is to any business. So we focus very much on the quality of the service we provide. We ask the public what they think about us, and we have targets that are very demanding that we set of ourselves and our police authority have set for us. So, for example, we want 80% of all people who call us about antisocial behaviour to be satisfied with the police response. That's very difficult to achieve. We're not far off, we're just about 79 at the moment. Very often antisocial behaviour is a very difficult problem to solve. It isn't a case of just attending with the police in uniform, moving some people on and the problem goes away. It doesn't. So we've set ourselves some very ambitious targets around the quality of the service we provide, and typically the problem solving features in there as well. You know, if we can solve problems for people, it saves us needing to go back again and again. It increases their quality of service and their satisfaction and feelings about us, and it saves money. So there's all sorts of reasons why problem solving is a good idea.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for that interview, and thank you very much for your hospitality.
No, you're welcome. It's been a pleasure.